my channel, Bernard's Trade. I would like to do a quick recap on my last week's analysis. So I talked about AUD New Zealand dollars, which failed to behave the way I expected it. I wanted to see a retracement from here, and it failed. So I will not be talking about it again. I would leave this pair because currently there is nothing that interests me in any direction, either up or down. I don't really have a bias here, so I'll just go straight to which other pair. I talked about Nasdaq. It's reacted pretty well from the zone I expected it to buy from, so I bought it from here. I was expecting it to run to that, to somewhere, I think somewhere here, using the weekly. So I was expecting it to run to this high, which it failed, and I followed it up and down. So this is what it did. Took out this week's high and retraced to this low. So let's look at it from the 4 hours. So we bought from here exactly at this point. It took out the previous week's high, and in the 1 minute, in the 15 minutes chart, it shifted on, I think on Wednesday, shifted. Here was a good sell, here also was a good sell, and if you are selling here, you can put your stop loss right maybe slightly above here, which I didn't take. Here was another entry, and it crashed to that low. So for this week now, I think we might take this low. We might take this low. Then for US oil, I like this closure. My target remains here and ultimately here. So I would want a retracement to this zone, to this fair value gap. That will be my next buying zone. A retracement to this fair value gap. I will buy again to this. Although I will be watching it, we might see a pullback from here, so I'll be watching it to see the reaction. For gold also didn't behave the way I was expecting it to. At the opening, you can see it didn't even trade above the previous day on Friday, just opened and ran down straight to this breaker. Traded, it came back to it, pulled back, came back down. But for now, what I think might happen on gold is we might, since we have taken this low, and swept this liquidity here, we displaced higher, price might run to this high. Also, there is also an opportunity or a chance that it will trade above this high and keep going lower. You never can tell what price will do. Then we talked about EURUSD. I was saying I would love for my DXY to trade into a particular zone. Then once it's aligned, so it traded into the zone here. By the time it did, EURUSD have taken the low that I was looking at, so I got them from there, and it bought to a particular point. While this is, because it's opposite of this, EURUSD currently now for this week I will be only looking at EURUSD, how it's going to react. So what do I think might happen? EURUSD are traded into this fair value gap, which is nice. On the 4 hours, there is a displacement with a little fair value gap, which is my entry model. I would have maybe thrown in a little something here, but there is no alignment with GBP nor DXY. The three of them are looking different, so I like to buy or sell when two at least is looking the same, either DXY EURUSD or DXY GBP USD or EURUSD GBP USD when two are looking the same. But as it stands now, three of them are looking different. So what I think might possibly happen is we might see a run to this fair value gap, then we sell to this low. That is what I'm expecting to happen. It might also retrace from somewhere here and crash down. So until next week, we'll come back to review and see what happened. For now, I would wait. I was bullish on this pair, but I'm out currently on it, so I'm waiting to see this, if it will take this slow and give me a buy information. So I'm just on the sideline watching how this price looks, this as well. Then for GBP AUD, I think this might possibly happen, something like this. So we traded into this fair value gap, which there is also a possibility it might even go lower to this one. Yeah, this would have been my preferred. I was hoping it would have gone down to this fair value gap, but it didn't. So on the daily, this is how it looks like. So if I'm going to buy this, it's just that the reward is less than 1:2, so I would buy from this low, my stop right here, then to this target. I normally add extra 10 pips, but I just left this because this is just 1.7ish, so that's why I left it. I might still not take it, I might still throw in something into it. So that will be that until next weekend.